Hello, our dear Scorpios. Welcome to your reading. This is your reading for January 2025, the end of January, or January as a collective, whatever resonates for you. We have challenges. Make a decision, work on inner healing. We also have the Mercury retrograde, electronic issues, communication issues, review everything. We did have this in some of our readings before. So reviewing things, reviewing documents, rereading things. We kind of put the trust in others or the programs that we're using that it did the right thing, but also having to review things before it becomes big challenges. Possibly a challenge even coming your way, some kind of decision, inner healing. So some of you possibly have to make a decision that's very challenging, maybe even quitting something. I don't know why I'm seeing quitting coffee for a lot of you, or quitting the misuse of coffee, like how much coffee is consumed or how much caffeine is consumed in general. So just things that really challenge us, because we do get used to these modalities, these hits of caffeine and things like that, or even just the time we get to go get them. I know as I had a baby, going out for coffee was like such a huge deal. So just things like that, they became a tradition, or I can't quite find the word. I don't want to lose the train we're on, but something that became something that you do daily or weekly, or just felt so good that it's just such a challenge to let go, but something needing to be let go or even cut down. I'm seeing we have a key, successful outcome to your problems. I'm seeing no matter what, you get to win, our dear Scorpios. You get a successful outcome. So let's say the world is falling, but the world fell where you got all the Skittles, or just something very funny, very interesting, but no matter what, you win is also what I'm hearing. We have a whale, great worry over nothing. So be careful with this worry. I know I tend to do this a lot, and in the end, it always works in my favor. So I keep hearing this kind of energy for you. You worry a lot, you possibly even argue with somebody so much, and in the end you're always going to get your way, because that day is not even going to happen. And I keep seeing this situation that happened for me, and I don't know if it applies to you, but just like worrying over something, like who's going to be there, and at the end they're not even planning to go, or just something really funny. So really be careful with your worry, kind of let things go day by day and see how it manifests. We have a claw, be careful, do not take risks. So with your challenges, possibly keeping it simple, not taking too many risks, not having to put something extra in your body, like you gave up one thing and you put something else into your body just to kind of feel that hit. So really kind of meditate through this, find the right avenue for this or manifestation for this. We also have a scales, keep your life in balance, of having to balance something else. And I keep seeing with something, an overconsumption. So something that you're over consuming that you have to balance out. It's possibly officially hit your health or something like that somebody else is involved, like a doctor or a practitioner of some sort, that kind of tells you have to balance this out. So it could even be your stress, like something that's very high stress and very exciting, but it's actually knocking off something within your body. We have a spear, heartache over what you no longer have. So again, this challenging thing that we might have to let go does break our hearts. I know lots of things that are just kind of very just minor, nothing intense, like giving up coffee kind of does break my heart. I really love coffee. I love what it does to me. I love the jolts, I love the feeling, and I love the tradition of it. I love going out with friends for it. So it can break your heart. So really kind of take care of yourself in the end. No matter what, I do see you winning though. I see a lot of worry over nothing. Like the thing you do find is way healthier and way better for you. It does not necessarily have to be coffee. I'm not saying everyone's a overconsumer of coffee, but it could be anything. So if it's that alcoholic drink at night, it's even transitioning that to like being a tea drinker, and you get a big aficionado of teas and things like that. So just something very fun and lighthearted. We have a retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Possibly while you're going through this challenge, this issues and things like that, just having to disconnect from the world, reconnect possibly with somebody in your love life, or put more effort into something. Also retreating together, putting more effort, having these really hard discussions is also what I'm hearing. We have death, so something having to come to an end. With our death card, it's always about something coming to an end. So again, I keep going back to this, something very minor, but something that has to come to an end. And it really was like the end of an era, because it's something you truly liked, enjoyed. I kind of say you probably loved it. We have a 6 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Swords. So with the 7 of Swords, I'm getting sneaky energy, probably even lying to yourself energy, kind of sneaking things in little by little. And I know I get that, just kind of lying to yourself. I even put in my calendar how many times I do this thing, and I even like kind of shortchange it or lie about it in a sense. So careful with that sneaky energy, because you're only hurting yourself. You're only going to lie to yourself at the end of the day, and that's coming for while you're transitioning into these changes, into these challenges. Just some kind of hurdle that it won't help if you're also doing that kind of self-sabotage as well. We have cards of the worst being over for our 10 of Swords, so a lot of sword energy, more pentacle energy. Being creative, asking for help, even asking somebody like a guru, somebody that's done it before, something that you don't have to juggle so many avenues and have to try so many things that are going to be a failure in the end. You kind of should, or might want to, I don't like the word should, you might want to look into the avenue of discussing with others, somebody that had a lot of success, and not reaching the point where the worst can happen, kind of the worst being over. I don't want you to get to that point, so I'm getting the nudge where you might want to collaborate with somebody, talk to somebody. This is a lot about collaboration and being creative, and just creative modalities for whatever changes you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to scale back on or kind of have more of a balance with. I'm saying you don't have to be the one that had to juggle so many things or read so many books. You kind of have the resources, especially at this day and age, we have the resources to kind of reach out to the right people, get in front of the right people, have the right conversations, and just a lot of things like that type of energy. I feel like in the end, if you are alone or you feel alone, it's just very minor. You will find the crew that goes for that. And it's just something so lighthearted. It could just be like having to quit meat and you became a vegan or something, and you feel like, how am I ever going to go out? But there is a life after whatever you're trying to challenge yourself to do or to get into. There is a life after is also what I'm hearing. We have hidden knowledge, and that's possibly with getting in front of people. There's a whole source of hidden knowledge. There's a whole world of things that we wouldn't even imagine or think of, and it exists out there for us, and it's made for us. I feel like if you can even imagine it, it exists somehow, kind of like that movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. For dear Scorpios, we have adaptability. So again, you will adapt to this new change, this new life, whatever this may be for you. Don't worry too much. Don't add worry to your plate. Don't add stress to your plate is also what I'm hearing. It's also easier said than done, but I'm also getting that don't add too much. Don't hurt yourself so much with now the stress aspect, which is honestly killer for us. We're going to go ahead and go with your message card. We have an opportunity. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives in unexpected times. So really look out for those opportunities for you. Different opportunities, possibly with different people even. We have 48, 481 to take 3. Ooh, and I turned right to the page. So celebrate intuition. You are connecting to the divine. You are being called to appreciate your inner wisdom. When you have a moment of realization, a clear answer to a problem, or the right words to say in the moment, celebrate yourself. You are connecting with the divine and channeling its wisdom to others. And I really like that for you for our 481s. We're going to go ahead and take our letters and see what comes out. Only a couple is what I grabbed. I see the word return. Excuse me. Returning to something. Returning something back to somebody. I see like return to sender, even like returning people's energy or people's judgment towards you or what you're trying to do in your life, these challenges, returning people's even judgment. Just let it return to them. You alchemize that energy. Find a funny way to alchemize whatever they're giving to you is also what I'm getting. I see the word no twice. No. Having to tell yourself no, it might be very hurtful at first and kind of down on yourself, but I feel like you'll get used to it. It's just possibly like a little bit of an addiction that you might have. And this might not all resonate for everybody. So by now, if it didn't, you probably clicked off. I see apples. I don't know if having to get into fruits, vegetables, or looking at the healing with fruits and vegetables, or transitioning to fruits and vegetables, just something like that. So that's what I'm getting overall. And I don't see quite anything else. For our dear Scorpios, this concludes your reading. If something resonated for you, please leave it down in the comments. I would like to know what resonated or what didn't for some of you all. Come visit me at thehouseoftarot.etsy.com. And with that, I see you guys. Bye-bye.